Alright, this is gonna be episode 15, I think? Let me double check, just to make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, 15, that's crazy. Alright, in the last one, we just barely got a little bit of blue science going. Our red chip production's pretty dismal. These engine units also pretty dismal, but for these I'm not too worried about because these take a long time to craft, the blue science. But I do want to kind of expand a bit on the red chip production, as well as get ready to start. Let's see how steel's okay. I'll definitely need to buffer this up a bit soon, probably once I get red belts. And then I think what I want to do next is start tapping into this oil and make do the research I was talking about with this advanced oil processing, and get the better oil so I can get more sulfur in plastic, because right now it's kind of small. That's okay. It's that early recipe is just not the best. For right now, let me get a little bit more chips going, red chips. Oh, I just realized I messed that up right there. Oops. So I didn't I didn't have two of these going anyways. Whoopsie. I don't know how that happened. Something with the copy paste. Is that all going? Okay, I think it is. Stuff like that happens a lot too in this game, where you'll make something and then like hours later you're like, wait, why is nothing working? And it's one little detail like these belts weren't connected, or these belts somehow got flipped around. That's one that happens to me a lot, is somehow belts will randomly, like these will just get flipped the wrong way in random places. Maybe I'm just absent-mindedly pressing R, but I think it just kind of happens sometimes. But no sort of pressure on time or anything like that with this run. I'm just playing for fun, so. Alright, so now we're making even more red chips. We're making about 36 per minute, 40 per minute. So that's not bad. Let's see. We're about halfway done researching this, so I'll just go ahead and head over to where I'm gonna start refining more oil. Just gonna see if I need anything else. Pipes, pumps, these pump jacks. I think I'm pretty good. Tanks, yeah, we got like everything we're gonna need. Either this episode, depending on time, or next episode, I'm definitely gonna set up something to craft all the red tier belts as well, because I think it's getting to where I'm gonna want those. And I just want to drop off all this excess stone I don't need. There we go. Oops. That's crazy. That's not what I wanted. Weird. Alright. Power-wise, still doing okay. I probably am gonna have to make another setup of these. Kind of using all this coal down here, so probably like up here somewhere. I'll do another setup or two at some point. And then after I get a second thing of steam power, I'll probably want to start crafting this stuff for solar. That's going to be the next form of power of these things, which I almost can make. I don't have a ton of sulfur yet, which you need to make batteries. But once I get this oil setup going, that will be remedied. And I actually need some grenades because I think there's trees. Yeah, definitely going to need grenades, and that gives me, I got 5 minutes-ish until this is done researching, so. I'm just making this my main focus because, like I've been saying, once I get this done, get bots going, it's going to just super duper make everything way better. I'm doing this because I noticed something. That way there's only iron going on this belt, but this has backed up because I'm not using that anymore, so that means this belt's going to back up. So I got rid of all the ones that have an output of some copper until I can reroute this right here. That's like the problem with using the splitters and stuff. Well, it's mostly because I'm not using this old thing anymore. But okay. Just about to have this oil processing ready. Got some more grenades so I can clear trees over there. Can't wait till I can run faster too. Alright, advanced oil. Super exciting stuff. We're almost done with all the gray, red, green, and gray science upgrades as well. So we just unlocked all these things. It looks like a lot, but I'll make it pretty simplified. Because this is the point of the game that a lot of people get stumped at. They just get turned off. But it's really not too bad, especially with the flare stack mod that I use, where you can burn off excess oil. It's not bad at all. So, I'm probably going to destroy some poles here, but that's okay. I'll replace them momentarily. You see it's only taken one grenade to blow up these trees now, because I've had some upgrades to my explosive damage, so that's super nice for clearing trees out. And I'm going to do one of these long stretching power poles and kind of go like that. Gives me area to work with here. Okay, so I'm going to tap into all of these. Place one of these on every single one. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can just turn it, I guess. And I just like to do a design like I did with the other ones, where it's all just going into one tank. So I'll start at the top. We're gonna bring it all like right here-ish. Okay, I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. I'll just do this. It counts quicker. 10. I'm missing one. There's one right, 11 right there, but one of these looks like it's not connected. Or I just am tripping. Oh, there's only 11 of these. I just can't count to 12. That's fine. So these are all connecting to this long pipe, and then they are gonna... Perfect. I have so much space here. So much room to work with. Can go as big as I want. So I like to do something like this. These are going to have an out pump into a couple of storage tanks. And for this one, we'll let it be 4. So that gives us 100,000 liquid, 100,000 crude oil that can stock up. It's kind of just like a buffer chest. So these are always running as long as these aren't full with 100,000 worth of crude oil. And I think it's not super efficient for some reason. I think going in between the tanks or something, there's like some flow rate or something, but I don't know. I just like doing this as like a buffer so that I have a good, like if all these were to stop working for some reason, I have a little bit to work off of while those fill back up. So we're gonna clear all these rocks. And the most tedious part of this is we're gonna need water, and I gotta travel, oh, not very far to water. I just looked at the map. It's actually a lot closer than the other one. Just gotta go down here. So this is gonna output up here. And we'll start right here, why not? So for this new recipe, it is advanced oil. So instead of only taking crude oil, and you can press H to flip it, I'm just gonna do that. Instead of only crude oil, the other one, it was, I'll just put them side by side so it's easier for comparison. So this one, it takes 100 crude oil, makes 45 petroleum gas. This one, it takes 100 crude oil, but it makes 55 petroleum gas. And it also takes 50 water, and it makes, sorry, it takes 100 crude oil and 50 water, but it makes heavy oil, light oil, and even more petroleum gas than this recipe. So you're already getting more of the base one, and then you're getting light oil and heavy oil. So it's super good. We're going to do that same belt pipe weaving strategy I did with the other one. I think I'm going to probably make about, I just did this so I could copy paste. I think I'll make like 10 of these for now. It's probably not, it's not that many. And also on the outbound, same idea. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Same weaving idea, because they can't mix. But in this way, we can connect all of the 3 outputs and both of the 2 inputs together. So I'm gonna copy paste that, make sure all of these line up. So that's 4. And we need all of the new things. Most importantly are the crude oil, or the petroleum gas for plastic that we made on at the other area, and sulfur. We also need heavy oil for lubricant, which is going to be used to make all the bot stuff. You need a lot of lubricant for all sorts of things. Robots, other higher end machines. You need them for the blue belts, which we haven't even made red belts yet. So, but light oil we don't really need yet. We're not going to need that till a little bit later, but we're going to make all 3 because that's what the recipe does. So the only thing is you have to find a use for everything. Like you can't just because we're only using the heavy oil that's produced by this and the petroleum gas, you got to find like something to do with the light oil, otherwise it's going to back up. So there's these recipes where you can use water and heavy oil to crack the heavy oil into light, and use water and light oil to crack that into petroleum for even more plastic and sulfur. And you can also turn it into solid fuel, which you need for some other stuff, which we're not even going to do yet because we don't need that one yet. But that's the part that a lot of people get stuck on because it makes all three. They can't, they're like, well, like I'm not using this one, so I only want these two. But then you don't use the light oil, it backs up, nothing produces. But it's pretty simple. You just crack it. Right now we start at the bottom, so we really just need petroleum gas and the heavy oil. But you can crack the light oil into petroleum gas for even more of that other stuff, so it's not too bad. And with that mod, like I was saying, you can burn off the excess. So like if we really wanted to, you know, use that mod, we could just get rid of it with that thing. I don't think that's a great use. I just use it to make sure as like a fail-safe in case it's gonna back up. Because otherwise you're just burning it off and getting no use out of it. I'll just set up some tanks on the outputs and say, oh, you know, if this gets full, then burn it off. Otherwise, let it do its thing. But I'll show what we're going to do with all this in just a second. Ugh, so tedious placing all these pipes and belts and inserters, but we're very close to never having to do that again. And I'm out of pipes. I will go do a restocking run. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got more underground pipes. We only had to run a little ways. Still grabbing stuff from that old original setup that we had. Since it's not running anymore, I might as well just take what's there. Okay, so now all this is set up. We just need water. So let's go get water right here. We're just gonna run this. We'll just use one pipe. It's usually fine. One pump can pump a lot of water, so you don't need like multiple for things like this. Offshore pump right here. Alright, and so these things should have kicked on. We'll see when we get up there. I like to do like everything a buffer tank. So just I'm gonna have all three outputs going into a tank before they do anything else. And yep, so everything's producing. That's great. Let's put some lights down so we can see. Alright. So we're gonna run these production lines just vertical, I think. So this one right here is gonna output into a tank right here. This is going to be storing the petroleum gas here. This is going to be storing the light oil. And I think I even might want to do it farther. I just deleted some of that. People that are OCD, they're like, just deleted some. But I just like to give as much space as possible between these things. There we go. Plenty of space. So now we have an output-ish, right? All these are working. They're making three things. These things are getting stored in here. As long as there's space for them to go, all this will keep working. But if this one fills up with petroleum gas, then we won't be producing any of the three things, and these things will stop. So we need to take this petroleum gas and make more plastic and more sulfur, which those belts are right here, so I might as well just do that down here. This is like a good amount producing, but even this isn't going to be enough. We'll probably need to do more later, until we get like modules and beacons to speed them up. But for now, this should be alright to get us started with bots. Okay, so we got petroleum gas. Just like with these things, we need, this one needs petroleum gas and coal, this one needs petroleum gas and water. So we are going to make a bunch more of these. Maybe like, see how much these are like making. Is there 4 machines? We'll maybe triple that, so do 12 and 12. I don't know if we'll be able to support that fully, but we'll just triple what we have there. Trying to think how I want to do this. I think I'm just gonna copy this one, paste it over here. Oops, undo. Just trying to visualize this. So this is gonna be that. I'll have to bring the coal in on this belt right here on the outside, but I'm gonna mess with these outputs right here. Okay. I said 12 of these. It's kind of a lot, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do less than 12. Maybe I'll do like 10. So this is 8. Yeah, we'll do 10. 12 is a lot. Starting to wonder if my production of the petroleum is going to keep up. So 2 more. This. And yep, that's 10. Alright, so these 5 are going to be going this way, and these 5 are going to be going this way, and they'll meet right here, and this will come over and just add on to this belt. Do a belt balancer here, like that, and then we just got to bring coal in. These are all full already, so it's pretty good. I think the nearest coal patch is going to be up here. Can't wait to get red belts going. It's nicer to have everything moving faster. Okay. Power these up. Perfect, beautiful. That'll just run and it'll do its thing. And while that's catching up, I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to make the other thing of sulfur. So basically we're gonna do what this is doing right here, but instead of the belts, we need the pipes. So we're gonna do 10 of these. It's probably fine to do them down here, I think. Yeah, that's probably fine. Do them like right in line with those. Not perfect. Oh well. Doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. That's okay. This is 10. Yep, this is 10. So those kind of got messed up. I'll replace all that. And this is going to be pulling from the same line of petroleum gas. And I'm out of underground pipes again, so I'm gonna grab more. Okay, that took longer than I expected, but it's fine. We got everything now. Had to restock on a bunch of stuff actually. But we're all good. We got lubricant researched, so that's exciting. We need that for all the bot stuff, like I was saying. And I'm just at the point where I'm just going to start queuing up stuff to research, and I'll explain it as I unlock it. So, same thing as the other side. These 5 are going to go up here. And these 5 are going to go down here. This up and across. And I just need to go get water for these to craft. This takes water and petroleum gas to craft sulfur. But yeah, after that we got our better oil setup, so we'll have a ton more plastic. I don't know if it showed or if I showed it, like if you could see it, but I'll show it in a second. We got a bunch more plastic now going to our red chip production, so that's super good. And now we have more sulfur. But as you can see, everything stopped because we backed up here. So we're not producing any more because we have too much of these ones. So what I'll have to do at the beginning of the next episode is going to be cracking. So we set this up to crack and set this up to craft what it needs and then crack the excess into the lower grade one. But yeah, so I'll connect this up. And that's why oil kind of sucks, because you have to be doing something with all of the outputs, otherwise this happens. But it's okay, because I know exactly what we got to do. But I think that this is about the 30-minute mark for this episode, so I'll start off the next one by showing how we turn this light oil and heavy oil into petroleum gas. But anyways, yep. Thanks for watching, everybody that's still here tuning into my new episodes. Appreciate all of you. And yeah.